God forgive me. One thing I do not like about you boy moms, I don't like that term. That term just, I don't know why, it just gives perverted. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I'm probably an internal hater. I don't know. But one thing I just don't like, and I see it every day at my job, I see it every day in real life, I can see it when I'm just doing regular stuff like shopping, is the weaponized incompetence. Because you're ruining his relationships with his future partners, with a lot of things, his life. And I'm not being dramatic. Like, every day when I work in insurance, I always get a call from their mom, and their son is like over 18. And it's not even nothing. It's be like regular stuff like, what's his password? Like, sir, you don't know how to reset your password in this day and age? Like, or it'd be like regular stuff. Like, it's like they always need their hand held just doing basic things to be a citizen in society. Why? And I'm not being dramatic. Like, every day when I work in insurance, I always get a call from their mom, and their son is like over 18. And it's not even nothing. It's be like regular stuff like, what's his password? Like, sir, you don't know how to reset your password in this day and age? Like, or it'd be like regular stuff. Like, it's like they always need their hand held just doing basic things to be a citizen in society. Why? And it makes me upset because I see girls always doing it every single time. Like, we're just forced to just learn and just flow through it and get it done. But some, it's just like you gotta hold their hand and walk them through it. Even with older people, like I've been seeing older people, like they'll have a letter sent to them and they won't even read the letter. They're like, tell me what it says. Like, sir, I can't fucking read the letter, so you have to read it to me, and it has the instructions and tell you exactly what to do. And they will still ask me in the same freaking breath, after the letter explains to them word for word, bar for bar, what to do, they will still ask me what to do. That's what I don't freaking like. I don't like that. It pisses me off. And no, I'm not congratulating or applauding or whatever the fuck for a man to actually know what to do without having his hand held all the time. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care. You're not getting a congrats from me. And then I guess it's coming to that point because I used to be seeing like posts with nurses talking about like, who's the patient? Like, I'm talking to him and their girlfriend or their mom be answering, their parent, and they be getting irritated. I actually understand why. I actually get it. It's fucking annoying. Especially when they get in a fucking attitude. Especially when they saying the shit that's wrong. Like, for example, let's say if they came in about a problem and the person that's on the phone, like their girlfriend, their mom speaking for them, they're not even saying the right problem. And now, two things would get me mad. Either he mad at her because she didn't explain right, even though he's supposed to be talking to his fucking self, talking for himself. Or it's the fact that you coming at me, sis, over something that he's supposed to be talking to me about. Like, you feel me? Stop holding these grown-ass men hand. It's annoying. Let them do it. Let them fail. Let them pass. Let them answer. That's what I do. Play dumb. Please. I just can't. I just cannot.
I have another perfect example for you. And it literally just happened. So we got home. We were unpacking some stuff. Max went to sit down. And I was like, hey, there's some clothes in the washer. Can you put the clothes from the washer into the dryer? And he was like, cool, I got you. So we went into that. I didn't think anything of it. I'm here like getting some stuff out, probably about to marinate some chicken and make some kimchi and stuff. And I noticed that I'm not really hearing anything because, you know, dryer, you can hear the dryer going. And so I'm like, hey, is the dryer on? And we all stop, listen, and we're like, no, it's not on. So I look at Max and I'm like, hey, did you put the clothes in the dryer like I asked you? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I don't hear it. He's like, I don't hear it either. And I said, well, you put the clothes in the dryer though, right? He's like, yeah. I said, did you turn it on? He says, no. And I'm like, you put the clothes in the dryer, but you didn't turn it on? Girl, get off my counter. Off my counter. And he's like, yeah, I put the clothes in the dryer. And I'm like, you put the clothes in the dryer, but you didn't turn on the dryer. So there's just wet clothes in the dryer? And he, dead serious now. He looks at me and he said, you told me to put the clothes in the dryer. which he did. I'll give him that. So I take a beat, and I'm just like, okay. I asked him, I said, walk me through your process. When I asked you to put the clothes in the dryer, what did you think I meant? And he was like, I put the clothes in the dryer. You told me to put the clothes in the dryer. And I said, okay, let me explain this for you. And so I grabbed a box of spaghetti noodles. Spaghetti noodles, right? And I'm like, all right, you ask me. You're like, Mom, can you make me some spaghetti? And I'm like, sure, I can make spaghetti. And then you go about and do your business. And then he comes back out later. And I'm like, here's your spaghetti. And I give him a box of spaghetti. Did I do what he asked me to do? Yes, I gave him spaghetti. Because that's what he asked for. That's not what he meant. And this is the point I'm trying to make. I asked him to put the clothes in the dryer so that the clothes could be dried. It's not incumbent upon me to say, put the clothes in the dryer and turn the dryer on. That is inherent in the instructions that I delivered. Just like he's asking me for some spaghetti, he's not asking for a box of noodles. He's asking Mom to make some spaghetti. So this is the frustration that comes in with me. This is where I start to like, and we talked about this one again because whew. This is the struggle. So if y'all have and granted, like he probably has a little touch of autism, and we've gotten checked, and he's got ADHD. I still think it's a little bit of autism. So I'm being as patient as I can with his learning style, because the boy does not understand sarcasm worth a flip, and it's just there are some things that I know he just doesn't get. So I'm trying to be as concise as I can with instructions, but these types of instructions should be very clear. So the spaghetti example I think worked. I'm hoping, but I will take some suggestions. I'm not trying to be like mean here about this, but it seems like it's done on purpose sometimes. I don't want to put that on him. I don't think that's what it is, because I asked him, I was like, are you doing this on purpose? And he's like, no, I would never do this on purpose. But then you're like, really? You didn't turn it on though, but you didn't turn on the dryer. Really? So I'm struggling. I am. But it'll be fine. It's gonna be okay. It'll be fine, right? Right?
3, 2, 1. Okay. Good job, Sayed. You smart, dude. That's exactly how I expected you to clean it. Okay. Good job, Sayed.
Do you know that there are men, grown adult men, who don't know how to cook for themselves? They don't know how to wash and fold their own clothes. They don't know how to clean a house. They don't know how to grocery shop. Like, how do you feel as a parent knowing that you sent an adult out in the world that can't do basic things to survive on their own? Like, they have to get married in order to eat a well-balanced meal. Like, do you not know the vulnerable position that you put your son in when you make them so inadequate at adulting, they have to attach themselves to somebody else to do it? That's crazy. Like, we tell women all the time, make sure you have your money up. Make sure you could do for yourself. But yet, we don't tell men, make sure you can cook for yourself. Make sure you know how to pick out your own outfits. Make sure that you know how to make your own doctor's appointments. That's weird. That is weird.
I'm just going to get right into it. Mothers are doing their sons a disservice. Michelle Obama said it best. Mothers raise their daughters and love their sons. Is it just me? But it's just like, these days, it's like men actually don't know how to be men. And this is not just because, oh, there's lack of fathers in the home. I feel like even when there are fathers in the home, mothers have this tendency, whether they're aware or they're not aware, that they baby their sons. And in doing so, you're doing a disservice to them. Now they're not able to think for themselves, do for themselves. They're not able to take the initiative like a man is supposed to be doing. And I feel like this is why women, when they get in relationships with these types of men, it's like you also take on that role of being a mother. It's like you've seen this being done at home, that when you get in relationships, it's almost normal for you to do this for a man. But we must stop immediately. I think it's also important for us to realize these behaviors and habits and make sure we don't continue them. I'm just going to get right into it. Mothers are doing their sons a disservice. Michelle Obama said it best. Mothers raise their daughters and love their sons. Is it just me? But it's just like, these days, it's like men actually don't know how to be men. And this is not just because, oh, there's lack of fathers in the home. I feel like even when there are fathers in the home, mothers have this tendency, whether they're aware or they're not aware, that they baby their sons. And in doing so, you're doing a disservice to them. Now they're not able to think for themselves, do for themselves. They're not able to take the initiative like a man is supposed to be doing. And I feel like this is why women, when they get in relationships with these types of men, it's like you also take on that role of being a mother. It's like you've seen this being done at home, that when you get in relationships, it's almost normal for you to do this for a man. But we must stop immediately. I think it's also important for us to realize these behaviors and habits and make sure we don't continue them. I'm just going to get right into it. Mothers are doing their sons a disservice. Michelle Obama said it best. Mothers raise their daughters and love their sons. Is it just me? But it's just like, these days, it's like men actually don't know how to be men. And this is not just because, oh, there's lack of fathers in the home. I feel like even when there are fathers in the home, mothers have this tendency, whether they're aware or they're not aware, that they baby their sons. And in doing so, you're doing a disservice.
This video gonna be a trigger warning. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. You know what I'm saying? If you want, hey, you can go ahead and scroll. If you one of them controversial motherfuckers that think you gonna go back and forth with me today, baby, your feelings gonna get hurt today, boo. I promise you. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to scroll. If you're not from my demographic, you can scroll, because this conversation ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with you or about you. TikTok, this video is not bullying, bashing, harassment, none of that. This is for educational purposes only and discussion within a certain demographic. That's it. That's all. Now, if your ass still here, I'm gonna assume you ready for this shit. Cause you know what I'm saying. I want to talk about how in our community, how black mothers and shit raise their daughters, but they love their motherfucking sons. Oh, shit. As black women, we all are taught to be strong, independent, go to school, get our education, and don't depend on nobody. As a matter of fact, studies even show that we have more independent black women. That's actually, we have the black women in our country are actually more educated than any other demographic in this motherfucking country. Meaning we have a provider mindset. We have a provider mindset is because that shit was instilled in us and it was fucking drilled in us from the time we was little girls, not to depend on nobody, to get your own. At the age of 18, you had to get the fuck out the house. You had to figure it out on your motherfucking own, regardless on what the fuck you knew, because you didn't know shit. Motherfucker didn't even give you shit for the world, just threw you out in the world. Didn't teach you about credit, finances, financial literacy, the value of a dollar, how to invest, or shit. And for generations, we've been figuring this shit out. Some of us been figuring it out, you know what I'm saying? Some of us take a little longer for us to figure it out. But we've been figuring this shit out because of that right there. It's because of that tough ass love that the girls will give. They call it tough love. You got to give them tough love. But when it come down to them sons, them motherfuckers they never got tough love. They was coddled. Those are mama's boys. You know what I'm saying? They be grown in the motherfucker, 20, 30, 38, 40, 50, still at home. They mama take care of their fucking kids. They drive their mama car. Like, they mama give them money, get their hair cut, buy their clothes. They are forever mama's boys. They actually know what it feels like to be loved. That's why they act a motherfucking fool when they go out in the world and get themselves in a relationship and find a young lady and get involved with it and get mad at the motherfucker when she don't coddle him and baby him as though his mother do. That's why we got so many bullshit ass men in our motherfucking community. And I blame all our aunties. I blame all our grandmamas. Shit. And I found myself having this talk with my family. I refuse to get left with a whole bunch of grown men that I have to provide for because they never did shit with their life because y'all chose to sit around and baby they motherfucking ass and thinking I'm going to put my life on hold or I'm going to take care of their motherfucking ass for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to turn out like my grandma, my aunties, and all the rest of them. It is not my fucking place to take care of nobody else. That is your fucking son. And wonder why they out here screaming, oh, you too motherfucking masculine. Motherfucking women was taught to be masculine. Because what is masculinity? You know what I'm saying? To lead, to provide, to protect. That's what we was taught. We was taught that we had to protect ourselves. We had to provide for ourselves. We had to be independent. We had to learn how to, we had to lead. We had to take care of a whole fucking household on our own. We had to figure this shit out. Not the mama's boys. Man, that shit is a major problem in our community and it need to be addressed. And this is why motherfucker is going back and forth with the black man and the black woman and they say that it's beef. The beef is the way these mothers are raising their motherfucking sons because these sons are getting out here in these relationships and expecting these motherfucking women to be their motherfucking mama. They don't teach them, oh, son, you created these babies. You need to get up, get a job, take care of them. They don't throw their ass out at 18. Them motherfuckers be 50 years old, still at grandma's house. We all got some uncles and shit right now at our motherfucking grandma's house, growing in the motherfucker. As soon as you pull up over there, nigga tell you, what's up, nephew? Shit. What's up, niece? Shit, blow one. Let me get $2. Buy me a bill. Mama tripping, won't let me use her car to go to the store. Y'all know I ain't motherfucking lying. I blame our aunties, our grandmas. I blame the older generation. I blame y'all. You know what I'm saying? That shit is y'all motherfucking fault. Y'all coddle them boys. Y'all love them boys and y'all raised the fuck out of us. And now we had this big ass controversy and all this conflict between black men and black women because black men are saying that black women are too masculine when we didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? That's how the fuck we were taught to be. We were taught to be that way because we were taught early in life that we couldn't depend on the black man.
When I tell y'all mothers treat their sons so much better than they treat their daughters is really crazy to me. Like, and every time I say something about it, it's like, that is not true. Yes, it is. Boom, right? My brother, I see him downstairs. This is my older brother. Now, I told you me and him not speaking right now. Well, I'm not speaking to him. He's still on something. I love you. I don't care. Whatever. I can love you from a distance. Do this. I get upstairs and I smell something good. My mother made breakfast. She made his favorite meal, liver and grits. I don't eat liver, but she make it for him because that's what he loved, and they the only two who eat that. Whatever. My mother, every morning is always feeding, make breakfast for me, make breakfast for me. The moment I don't want to cook or make breakfast, oh, you never do nothing for me, da da da. This man never made breakfast for her. He never made. She don't even know if he could cook. Boom. Yesterday, my little brother, they got into something. He called himself running away, right? Leaving house and running away. She called me to fix the problem after blaming me for it. Hold on, not only that, I remember the time when I called myself leaving her house and I didn't even tell her that I was leaving. I actually texted my little sister and told my little sister that I was leaving. I didn't expect my little sister, whatever. Anyway, that's another story. Boom. So I leave and wind up going to stay with somebody who I didn't even like. I didn't even like the boy, but I was with him at the time, so I just had to stay with him. But I was with him for a couple of days. I just said that to be funny because I was mad at the moment. But when I came back, literally they was throwing out all my stuff. They didn't even give me a chance, a trial and error, 7-day free trial, nothing to think if I wanted to come back. Like, I was just playing. I didn't even take all my stuff with me at the time yet. But yeah, so I was officially kicked back. I mean, obviously I'm back because whatever. I'd rather just deal with the things with my mother than with a man. But yeah, that's just goes to show how much differently. That's what I was gonna get to, right? When my brother left yesterday, she blowing my phone up, come back, blowing his phone up, get him to come, blowing up my phone to get him to come back, blowing up his phone. All of this trying to now kumbaya it out. But with me, it was on some like, give me back my keys, get the fuck out of my house. You think you so grown, da da da. why the same energy don't be for your sons? Why? I don't know.
It comes to a point. We have to be so realistic, and we have to be able to hold our sons accountable. Holding your daughters accountable, raising them, and coddling your boys is adding to the problems. Just adding to the problems in this world. People don't understand what emotional incest is. That there's a fine line between loving on your sons. And that's what also is very concerning, because it's like, when does the coddling end? Are you not going to put a date on it? At least? If you're going to coddle, you're not going to put a cap on it? Because it's concerning. You should be loving and raising your sons and your daughters. It's just toxic. But y'all don't want to hear. It's concerning. And some of y'all should not put that shit on the internet. Don't put it on. Don't put it on. We're tired of seeing it. I have a son. I'm tired of seeing the shit. Because it's disturbing. It's disturbing, and I'm just like, oh, Lord, please don't let that jump off on over here. Please, get the exorcist. We need the exorcist or something for some of y'all. Because some of y'all need to be evaluated for how y'all act. It's very weird.
A mother with her son, she's gonna protect him, bro. I'm telling you. With daughters, I feel like with girls with daughters, sometimes when they've got bad relationships with their mum, they treat their daughters kind of bad. You see how we got generational trauma through us, through our fathers. Yeah. There's some women that got generational trauma through their mothers. So because they've had a bad relationship with their mother, it's not even they're not even doing it on purpose. They're just treating their daughter a certain way because of the way their mum treated her.
No. Moms favor their sons over their daughters. That is literal facts. You can ask any girl that's a daughter. Look, for instance, your mom loves her daughters, but you got away with murder, bro. You got away with everything. Your mom let you do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, she was coping with the death of her child.
Okay, but then there's... Fuck. But like my mom, she has given me she's given it to me so hard all my life. And she literally was like every time I would go on vacation, she would literally rip me a new one. She would cut my throat. And then I'd be like, oh, why is it okay Christian goes, but I can't? She's like, well, he's a man. I was like, bitch, I'm the one who owns a gun, taking self-defense classes, taking classes on shooting a gun. I've been shooting since I was 13. I am more of a man than your own damn son.
Since she was 13.
Yeah, since 13. I just can't stand the moms who love their sons but raise their daughters. I can't fucking stand it.
Whatever your daughter can't do, your son shouldn't be able to do either. I don't give a fuck what y'all be talking about. The shit not fair and it's unjust, and that's why y'all daughters grow up and don't fucking like y'all. Y'all let these little boys do anything under the sun. Oh, he's just a boy. He's just a boy. Anything he do. Oh, he's just a boy. No. The fuck? And that's why these little girls grow up and be feeling like less than, because y'all praise your boys, treat them like everything, and then whatever she do, you get on her ass. She's this, she's that, she blah, blah, blah. No, bitch. Hold your son at the same standard that you hold your daughter. Period, point blank. I don't know motherfucking excuses. And if you got an excuse, I don't care. Shove the excuse up here.
Have some women become so bitter about being dogged out in their past that they're now willing to be an accomplice to their sons dogging out women? Like, what is cute about the idea of you helping a young lady think that she's special to your son just so that he could dog her out, do whatever he wants to do with her, and you back there laughing and dancing about it? Like, you want to be cool with your son so bad that you out here allowing him to dog women? You didn't raise this boy better than that? And haven't you ever been on the opposite end of that, when you thought a relationship was more serious than it really was, and kind of find out you were being mistreated? Like, what is cute about this? I feel like so many moms out here that I've been seeing on this app are so busy trying to be their son's friend that they almost seeming like they want the son for themselves, or that they're willing to overlook bad behavior. This reflects poorly on you as the mom and him.
Raising my son to be a good man so my future daughter-in-law won't have to. Son, what is a period?
It means that girl bleeds every month.
Absolutely correct. And how do you think that makes them feel?
It makes them feel tired and bloated.
Yes, it absolutely does. Good job, son. And what do you think would make them feel better?
Chocolate and a yes day.
Yes. What's a yes day?
It means you gotta say yes to whatever they say.
Up top. Good job, knowledge. Raising my son to be a good man so my future daughter-in-law won't have to. Son, what is a period?
It means that girl bleeds every month.
Absolutely correct. And how do you think that makes them feel?
It makes them feel tired and bloated.
Yes, it absolutely does. Good job, son. And what do you think would make them feel better?
Chocolate and a yes day.
Yes. What's a yes day?
It means you gotta say yes to whatever they say.
Up top. Good job, knowledge. Raising my son to be a good man so my future daughter-in-law won't have to. Son, what is a period?
It means that girl bleeds every month.
Absolutely correct. And how do you think that makes them feel?
It makes them feel tired and bloated.
Yes, it absolutely does. Good job, son. And what do you think would make them feel better?
Chocolate and a yes day.
Yes. What's a yes day?
It means you gotta say yes to whatever they say.
Up top. Good job, knowledge.
Rents are high, food is high, but you still have to go out and still try to provide for yourself.
So this man is sharing how his adult son came back to live with him. And the problem was not that his adult son came back to live with him, because rent is high, food is high. I mean, yeah, you still got to try to provide for yourself. But if you have parents that will allow you to help you get your life together while you're doing it, that is awesome. The problem comes to play when these men have no desire to provide for themselves, not alone think about dating, because this is an adult male. He's probably out there dating. And what happens is that you see these men out here who have no desire to provide for themselves and then want to go in the dating scene. And then it causes havoc in the dating scene because it causes confusion on, is this man even ready to date? Well, probably not, because he's still living with his father. But it's not to throw any shade on this. But I hear a lot of parents say, like, oh, you know what? If my kids ever need, they can live with me for as long as they want. Well, when you do that, you're not raising adults that are capable of living in society. They can't even pay for their food. Nonetheless, shelter, nonetheless, be in a relationship. And then social anxiety comes into play, and all of these social anxiety traits, because it's really hard holding a conversation and not feeling like you yourself are even in a position to talk about the very natural things in life, like living, food, job. So if you haven't watched the video, watch it over, because it's a good video. Peace and love to you.
Mom, I can't get a fucking job right now because of like capitalism and the patriarchy. And why aren't you on Katie's ass about her getting a third job? Okay, like, I'm done having this conversation. Like, what are we having for dinner? Lemon chicken again?
Mom, the car needs more gas. Yep. Why would I put gas in the car? It's not my car. Okay, like, it's your car. Like, you need to maintain it. It's your possession. Like, okay, this conversation is just way too much for my anxiety. Like, what are we having for dinner? You're ordering pizza? Yes.
Do you have an adult child between the ages of 18 and 30 something that is still living at home and is entirely dependent on you? Because if you do, then your adult child is probably suffering from a syndrome called failure to launch. And this video is going to tell you what those symptoms are and what you can do for them. But I must say this, your child is not at it alone. They have help. They have you. Now, either you're completely fed up and you have no idea what to do with them and you've given up, or you've kind of developed your own unhealthy, codependent relationship with them. But this video is not about blame. I'm here to help. Let's start with the symptoms. The first one is the complete inability to live an independent life. But there are a lot more symptoms that go along with that. They lack confidence, motivation, ambition, direction, and they have no clear plans for the future. They can have social anxiety, they might struggle with drugs, depression, alcohol, and they resist any opportunity for help because they actually don't think they need it. They procrastinate, they quit everything that they start, like school, jobs, chores, but they never stop gaming and they're always on their cell phone. They have almost no responsibilities. They lack adult skills like cooking and cleaning, and so they rarely contribute to anything around the house, and somehow they have chronic health issues. Basically, they want you to do everything for them while they sit around or sleep all day. This is you. or someone you know, here's what you got to do, like right away. 1. Open lines of communication. No more running away, hiding from you, getting angry at you. They need to start talking about this and create a plan of action. And if they refuse, you got to get support from family and friends. You got to deal with this. 2. Create realistic goals with guidelines, timeframes, expectations, and consequences. You literally have to have them write up a contract that details all of these rules and their goals. At the end of this video, I'm going to post a link to help you with these goal setting tips. And number 3 is vital. They must discover their interests. They've got to write up a list of everything that they love to do and want to learn. And at the end of this video, I'm going to post a link to a free survey, a scientific survey that will help them to figure out what their character strengths are. And here's the last one, and it's probably the hardest. Don't pander, don't coddle, don't cook, don't clean, don't do anything for them anymore. You got to stop doing this for them. And don't be afraid of them either. They're not going to break. They're going to grow up.